Hi, I'm Mario Correa, Wills and Trust Attorney, and today I had an interesting client come in. He wanted to give his children real estate as opposed to a disposition of assets. It's how him and his wife made wealth, and he hopes to have that go on to the next generation. He also had a list of what properties he wanted to go to which child. The issue was, one of his other main goals was to make sure that the children were treated equally. So what we did was we created a formula, and the formula was basically this. We'll take the date of death values and we will allocate it to each child. To the extent the child goes beyond the break-even point, then that child needs to either finance or come up with cash to the other children. And we could even incorporate some financing into the trust or some terms. What that looks like on paper is this. Is what you do first off is you find the break-even point. So our break-even point for each child would be, if we divided everything equally, would be $900,000. Because we take the 2 flat at 300, the 3 flat at 500, and the commercial property at 100, and that's $900,000. What we anticipate each child should be getting would be, in total, $300,000 each. So I'm going to go ahead and place, this is what we want to end up with. Okay? Now what is the actual allocation? Well, the actual allocation is, there's a preference. The child 1 is going to get the 2 flat. So child 1 gets the 2 flat, and that's 300. Child 2 gets the 3 flat, so that gift is worth 500. And child number 3 is getting the commercial property, and that's worth 100. So what the provision is going to provide is that each child must get to an equalizing gift. The way we're going to equalize it is, well, the first child was fortunately at the same value, so there's no change there. That child doesn't have to kick into the kitty. The second child got a property that's much more valuable. So for it to get to the break-even point, that child, according to the terms of trust, is going to have to pay out $200,000. So that's going to be a subtraction. And that child can either do that with a loan against the property or pay it on an installment note due in 5 years from the date of death. The other option, and then what happens here then, is then this property goes over here to this child, and now this child equalizes. The same things can be accomplished much more efficiently and easily if there was life insurance or more liquidity in this estate. There wasn't, so we had to rely on this formula. So if you ever have any questions or a unique situation like this that you need an experienced estate and trust attorney to overcome, please give us a call here at Correa Law. I'm Mario Correa at 773-489-8500.